Hi, I'm Dean Heltemes. I am the Vice President of Business Architecture in the Advice and Wealth Management business at Ameriprise Financial. In that role, I'm responsible for working with our advisors and their staffs, understanding their challenges, what problems they have, and helping them find solutions and introduce new capabilities to help them day to day. At the beginning, we were trying to solve a very specific problem, which is efficiency for our practices. In wealth management, there's one thing more than any other that takes up the vast majority of their time, and it's meetings. Prepping for meetings, conducting meetings, following up from meetings. It just takes literally millions of hours a year at a company the size of Ameriprise. And the challenge is most of the activities in prepping for those meetings are manual. It's people logging into systems, they're downloading reports, they're aggregating materials, and they're doing it in many different ways. So we knew that we had an opportunity. If we could find a way to automate that for them, that would save them a ton of time. And that's time that they could be using to spend more time with their other clients or even to onboard new clients without adding expenses. That was the primary challenge we were looking to solve. A secondary challenge we were looking to solve was to have an improved, more consistent client experience. You can imagine with thousands of advisors, they had thousands of different ways of prepping for meetings. They'd build content that was thousands and thousands of times different from each other. So the first step was we had to develop an incredible client experience. And so we started by reaching out to all of our advisors, finding the best of the best, and we designed an incredible digital client experience. But the hard part was automating that. We needed to bring all of the client's personalized data into these presentations, and that's where Seismic comes in. So we leverage Seismic LiveDocs as part of our e-meeting solution. It really is the brains behind pulling it all together, and literally with the click of a button, we've gone from hours to prep for meetings to minutes. The other key component that we've leveraged from Seismic is the integration with our CRM system. The last thing any advisor wants is one more tool that they have to go find. And so what we were able to do is meet them where they're already at, which is in the CRM system. When they're working on clients, there's the opportunity to go in and prep meetings with the click of a button. So together, that just allowed them to more easily adopt it because they didn't have to go find something new somewhere else. The other thing I think we're super excited about is the results. We knew that if we could give time back to our advisors and deliver a great client experience, that would drive growth. And that's exactly what we're seeing. We found that advisors who are using our e-meeting solution are growing faster than advisors that are not. So all in all, e-meeting's been a great success story for us. From an advisor perspective, I think the thing they like the most is the time savings they're getting back from the e-meeting solution. So today, if they want to bring on new clients, they have to hire more staff to prep for meetings. Once we were able to deploy e-meeting, practices found tremendous gains. Again, moving from sometimes 1 to 2 hours to prep for a meeting to literally minutes. And so some practices have seen up to a 70% decrease in time it takes to prep for meetings. And again, the result of that, deeper, better meetings with existing clients and the ability to grow, take on new clients without having to add additional expenses. I think the thing I've really enjoyed about working with Seismic is their understanding of our industry. Quite often we meet with software companies and they just don't get financial services. And that's not a problem we've run into with Seismic, and it's part of the reason we became strong partners. As we brought advisors in to work with us to build the e-meeting solution, they needed to be able to talk to someone who understood them. They understood the world they're in, what it's like to be in financial services, and Seismic just has that history. So the fact that we can sit down, talk in our own business language, and have it understood without having to translate just was a tremendous opportunity for us to be able to partner more closely. And I think it really has resulted in the great solution we built today.